Hello and welcome to the Yorkshire Gardeners tour for this week. This week we are going on a tour to see how we've been getting on my plot. I've been doing quite a lot this week, so we'll be seeing how we get on. Today is the 19th of May, so this follows on from last week. So if you've not watched last week's, make sure you check out last week's and see how I've got on this week. So let's go on the tour. So this is the front of my plot. They're all growing well, all my bushes. And my pansies, I finally weeded them. And I've been saying it for a few weeks, so I've weeded them. I've also planted sweet peas behind them to grow up the fencing at the front, so it'll add some flower and hopefully get the bees and lots of nice scents to the plot as well. So that's my plan for this year, to have sweet peas at the front of the plot growing. So hopefully they'll take, we'll have to wait and see. So the raspberries are growing still every week, just starting to flower, which is a good sign. Some of these are summer fruiting raspberries and some are autumn fruiting raspberries, so we just have to see which ones grow which. So let's have a look at the blueberries. The blueberries are still doing well. I don't know what they're meant to look like, to be honest. It's the first time I've grown them, so whether that's one growing there, we'll have to wait and see. This week I plan to clear all this area. It's a bit overgrown and a bit of a dumpit site, so the plan is to get all that done this week. And also I plan to get my carrots in this bed here, which I built last year. Still needs a bit of finishing off and a bit more painted. But yeah, I'm hoping maybe I can get another bed in for carrots. I hope to try and get them going this year, so we'll see. That's my lemon balm. And down here, I've planted my carrots last week. I need to get some fleece over them to stop the carrot fly. I don't know if people grow them without fleece on or grow them with fleece on. What do you do? Let me know. So that's all my carrots. I'm going to plant some spring onions in there as well, because I've still got plenty of room left in there. They need a good watering tonight. The rain didn't quite get to them. Down here is all my rhubarb, which needs picking desperately, ready for some more to grow. All my strawberries are flowering, and as you can see, taking, got a strawberry growing there. So that's a good sign. So that's my cooking apple tree. It's growing tall, but whether I get any cooking apples on it is another question. I think I've got some growing there. So hopefully, fingers crossed. And this is my pear tree. It's a bit close to my cooking apple tree, but it's growing pears on it, so I'm happy. Another fruit tree. And this is an apple tree. Look at all them growing. I know a lot will drop off, but it's certainly full with them all. Look at them all. Hopefully it won't break the branches. Yeah. Right, now onto my plot. All my strawberries, what I planted this year. I won't expect many on these, but we'll see how they get on. Then down this side, I've split up my raspberry canes a bit further, as I was told I planted them too close together, so I've split them up a bit. And I've planted sunflowers in between, because I know I won't get many raspberries this year. So I've planted sunflowers in between for this year. They should add some nice colour and attract the bees. And also some strawberry plants in front, which are flowering, so that's a good sign. And then behind them, I've planted runner beans to grow up my chicken wire, which I've got down the sides of my pots. So I should be able to squeeze a lot in there. So if we go into this plot and go down here, my onion patch. They seem to be doing alright. I'll need to turn soil over on them. Keep letting it rain in. So yeah, that's doing well. Still got more raspberries down this side and more sunflowers. Now I've built 3 more beds down here recently, last week. So they'll be having produce in this year. So it's a lot bigger than it was last year. I've still got a bed to fit down at the bottom down there. But I need to clear that, get that cleared. So yeah, if we go down here, hopefully we'll be able to see my tadpoles in the pond. Whether they're up or not, we'll see. It's got a bit of algae on it, so we can't really see them. But I don't want to really take all that off because then they're obviously eating that. They're getting all the insects and everything. So we'll leave that on. But yeah, I can see stuff moving. Don't know if you can see algae moving. So I know they're definitely in there. So yeah, hopefully get some froggies to eat the slugs. And I've still got some beds to build around this bit. Hopefully I'll get another 2 beds in. So 4, 6, another 6 beds. So that's the plan. It's a lot shaded down here, so I need to grow stuff what is shaded up this end. So if we come down here, I've got my new paths to lay down this bit. And that's a potato bed. Can't see any potato. Oh yes, I can. I can see a potato popping through. So that means I need to get them covered up. So that's tomorrow's job. I need to mound them up. I don't know if you know, but when they start appearing, you've got to mound the soil up on top of them. And then you'll get more potatoes. So I best get that done tomorrow. And then, yep, I've got that bit to clear this week. So that's a job for this week. Another onion bed, that all needs weeding. That's on my tick sheet this week. So we'll get that done. And then, like I said, I've just spotted more potatoes growing in this bed here, so that all needs mounding up this week because I want to get as many potatoes as I can. So we've got to make them really high. So I'll be digging for England this week. And then down this side, I've got some more raspberry canes left over. So I've planted them down the side, along with more sunflower plants and strawberry plants in front. What I've got left over. So that's down here. And then behind them, I've got more runner bean seeds planted. Because I want to grow runner beans up against this netting at the side of my plot here. And down this side I've got more sunflowers. So hopefully if all these sunflowers grow, it's going to look absolutely amazing later on this year. So make sure you stay tuned to watch that come. And behind them I've planted all my peas. My peas are going to grow along this netting here. And yeah, as you can see, that's a bad sign. I don't like them. I've got to dig all that out this week. That's going to be a tough job. I didn't use that part last year, but I plan on using this part this year because I want to grow absolutely loads of stuff this year. So that's that. So let's go down and look in my shed. Back down here. So we're now in my shed. As you can see, my rhubarb is growing fantastic, and so are the weeds. So they need all potted up into bigger pots now. Obviously, the bigger pots, the better they'll grow. And hopefully we'll be planting them out soon. I just don't want to plant them outside yet. I don't want to risk losing them, because it still gets a bit cold at night sometimes. And there are some Brussels sprouts, what I've planted. These are my runner beans, which are growing well. And my herbs, what I've planted in my plastic tubs, they're doing really well. And then I planted some cabbage last week, some peppers, red hot peppers, and then all they need transplanted. Carrots need planting out, spring onions need planting out, cabbage need potting up. My turnips are doing alright. And my marrows, I forgot to water them a couple of days, so I need to get them watered. I've just potted them ones up today, that's why they're looking a bit droopy. So I need to get them watered. That's my cauliflower. They're my peppers. And yeah, they're my cucumbers. They need more water, but they're doing alright, I'm pleased with them. And my sweet corn needs to go out soon. And tomato plants. And some squash what I potted up today. Pumpkins. Just absolutely full to chock block in here. It's like a garden centre. And those are what I bought from the Asda. I'm going to pot them outside this week. I don't know how well they're doing, but I'm going to pot them outside, see how well they get on. So yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching today's tour. I hope you've enjoyed it and seen how far I've got on this week. I've absolutely done loads. As I said in one of my other posts, I've put netting over the top of my plot. Now I've had a lot of controversy regarding that, and I apologise for that. I put netting over the top to stop the pigeons from eating all my brassica plants, which I've had in the past. I've planted them and the next day they've absolutely devoured them, and I've lost a lot and I've wasted all my time planting them. Like I said, I've had netting over them in the past lower down, but they just bounce on the netting and still eat them. And obviously you've got to keep taking the netting off to hoe them and weed them, so that's why I've got netting over the top of my plot. It's worked fantastic for the last few years, so that's why I've done it. I've got chicken wire around the edge of my plot which stops the rabbits, but then again I'm growing runner beans up it, so that's the reason why I've got chicken wire around the back side of it. The blue tits and the robins and all the small birds can still get in to eat all the worms and everything, so they're still quite happy. Obviously the hedgehogs can't crawl on, which somebody mentioned in one of my posts, but I'm sure they'll find a way because it doesn't go right into the ground, it's only loosely on the ground, so they'll still be able to get in if they want to get in. So yeah, that is the reason why I fence off all my plot, because I've just been attacked and attacked and attacked by animals and pests in the past, so that's why I've done it. I know it's not brilliant, but there is parts of my plot what aren't covered with netting or chicken wire, so stuff can still get onto other parts of my plot. I'm still feeding the birds all the time and encouraging all the wildlife in other ways around my plot, so that's the reason why I've done it. So thank you for watching today's tour, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Stay tuned for next week's tour, and remember, click that subscribe button so that you can see all the videos that I get posted up on this channel. And in the meantime, keep gardening.